Welcome back to the Outer World 2. So we've been doing all of our companion quests, and we got one left. Marisol, she's the last one. Everybody else is upgraded to their fullest extent. Well, they are. They're all upgraded now, and they're all unlocked except for Marisol. We got to do her. So that's what we're doing right now. We have to investigate the monastery at Archhold, and that's going to be up there. I don't know what is happening with this area. Unless that's the monastery. Maybe that's the monastery, but it's weird. Yeah, I think that is. I think that's the monastery. We'll know when we get up there. We'll look at that again. That map. I love these guys' helmets. I think I had one. I sold it, but I think I had one. That must be the shadow of the monastery there. Because you have to go do a load screen if we go here now. Yeah, kind of, sort of. I think that's what it's supposed to be, though. So where are we going? Right in the middle here? Still got some bodies lying around from the last time I was here, eh? Where am I going? We gotta go in here. Stay. Come on, how do I change floors? Let's go. I want to change the floors and see if it's on another floor. Oh wait, we're already on. So I guess we gotta go there. Somewhere. Right here. I don't know how we get there. Not this way, probably. Oh, it's barred shut. Come on. I only opened one side. Is this guy still laying here? He is. He got squashed. Getting dark out? Can't tell. Okay, get this. There we go. Okay, so we gotta go... Oh, missed that before, huh? And a decryption key. A ton of those things. Now we gotta go in there. But I'm not sure how we get there. I think it's gonna be this way. I don't think we can get there from here. I think we gotta go this way. Let's go back this way. This way? No. Still dead bodies everywhere here, eh? Here we go. Oh, this is where the other crazy thing was. The little puzzle thingy? Investigate the archhold. Well, that's where those two scientists...
I didn't expect us to wander into the scene of a murder, but somehow I'm not entirely surprised. Anomalous events have a way of spreading, multiplying. We should find a way inside. There might be clues to what happened, and where Anais's research is now.
Anais. There were two in there earlier. I only see one body.
They should have been sealed in that room to focus on their studies uninterrupted. No one in or out. I'd suspect the missing anchorite knows something, at least. We should ask her. Might be some signs in there of where she went. The terminal at Winter's Grasp said Anais' work was sent here. There might be signs of that, or where the missing anchorite got off to.
Alright, so we have to figure out how to get in there. And I have no clue. I guess this vent maybe, huh? Oops. Okay, looking for a clue. Here's a clue. Print to the chalkboard. Most of the comments rail against the current order regime, while others extol the virtues of the Department of Preempted Casual Redirection. Our passage toward the end stands out in particular. One passage stands out in particular. The universal equation should be our primary concern. All else is distraction, farce, and needless prolonging of suffering.
We should keep looking.
Okay, what about this? Oh man. You flip past hundreds of dense entries full of calculations and notes of arguments. Chow is apparently working up for future debates before finding something relevant to investigation. Oh god, there's a lot of stuff here. Later entries, regular visits by an exemplar southward who claimed evidence of innovational meetings to shortcut the solving of universal equation. After noting the method's highly unorthodox nature, Chow wrote that she found herself shut out of further discussions, leading to routine scenes of tense awkwardness when Southworth dropped in a marked shift in Bruin's beliefs. Final entries. Chow appeared worried the two were conspiring about something and noted hushed references to an old order research station near Paradise named Point Observation. She began to believe the Braun intended on abandoning the monastery anchorhold to travel there. Chow wrote that when she confronted her cellmate about her suspicions, Anchoress Braun responded that the idea of leaving the anchorhold was not one she considered lightly, to which Chow contended that to consider it at all proved a lightness of consideration. In the nearby margins, a +1 point me scrawled. Her final entry ends on a note of deep concern, writing, I can clearly foresee that whatever the two have planned may soon occur. It might serve me right for putting theory into application the other day.
There may be more to learn here.
Okay, we're not done yet. She's kind of pushing me to... What's this? Blunt force trauma to the head. Puddle of blood nearby.
I've had a chance to look around. You seem
Okay.
like you've done a thorough sweep. We should discuss what we've uncovered.
I've identified the body.
Poor thing. Blunt force trauma to the occipital lobe, I believe. Possible signs of an altercation. Might have been an accident. Might not have been. Hard
Okay.
to say with just a superficial glance. At the very least, her cloister mate Anchoress Brunn has some explaining to do.
Did you see what she posted? Looked like some kind of super dense logic puzzle
A
manifesto.
disputation of current order methodology focuses mainly on our presiding bishop, but saves ample room for the laureate council and previous regime as well. I believe I got the gist by efficiently skimming. The general concern is that the order has lost its way. My old department is repeatedly mentioned in a favorable light. Anais' work is regarded highly.
The datapad had a reference to a research at Winter's Grasp.
I saw that. I believe it was Anchoress Chow's diary. Spoke about regular visits by an exemplar Southworth, who requested access to Anais' work. Chow seemed worried they were conspiring about something. That they'd mentioned an old order research station.
Any idea where she went?
That old research facility seems the most likely spot to look next. I know the coordinates on Eden, placed by the name of Point Observation.
What else did you glean?
I don't know what happened to Anchoress Chow, but leaving a body behind is suspicious, and the disputation reads like a call to arms for any fringe thinkers in the Order. There's no destroying the copies at this point, I'm afraid. We're past that. The research is out there.
Dun dun
We need
dun.
a way to keep anyone from taking it up further in the future. If we go in guns blazing from here, it will only continue. We need a plan to annihilate the idea.
Are you so sure it'll continue? What do you mean annihilate the idea?
This is the exact sort of work we did at the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection. Diverting problematic events. We learned how to best respond once things begin to spread. We developed tactics at the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection to minimize unforeseeable consequences. We can discuss once we see the situation on the ground.
There's something else I wanted to check on first.
Fair enough. I understand we're juggling multiple crises.
We are? Okay. I want to see what's up here. Another vent? Huh. Oh, that's the same vent. So there was nothing else in there. Wait a minute. There was something else. There was another room in there, wasn't there? I wanted to go check this room out. What is this? Oh, it's just a turlet. Okay, let's go. What's this? Yeah, there isn't much in here, but you know what's interesting is there's only one bed in here. Oh no, there's two beds. Okay, sorry. I was having a little bit of a weird fantasy there. Sorry. sorry. All right. So we got to go to... Got to go to Paradise Island again. Eden. All right, back to Eden. And I cannot fast travel from here. Right? There is no fast travel from here to where I want to go. Nope. Alright, let's just go. Is it that way? Let's see, or is it that way? It's this way. That doesn't look right either. I'll get it in a minute. Where the hell are we? Hold on a second. I'm not in the right spot at all. This way. Let's go this way, I think. This way? No. That way? This way, I think. No. This way? I just want to go outside. No, that's upstairs. Oh, come on. It's not that tough. It wasn't that far to get in here. I can probably get in here now, eh? Didn't need to do that. How do we get out of here? Come on. Doorway. Can I fast travel here? Let's do this. That'll make it. I guess I can't fast travel there. I Why can't I fast travel there? Oh, they're gonna make me find it. Golly. It's because it got dark. We came in here to daylight. It's not this way, right? No, that's the room. I swear we came from this way. Came in here because we went there, so it's gotta be this room here. Yeah, here we go. Finally. Sorry. Looks like it's getting to be daylight. Oh, there's the rift. Giant rift we have to get rid of. No one's taking care of that poor doggy. This isn't it. Where's the lift? Here? There we go. Okay. Jesus. Nope. For endurance. Spaceship. Is it up here? Nope. Not there. I swear this was it. Yep. Alright, we gotta go back to eating. Okay. Maybe it'll be daylight when we get there. Huh. That's a new place. Well, that's cool. That's the first planet with 2 different landing zones. Alright, let's see what's here. Some new stuff to explore. Synchronicity. Helps daylight out. It is kind of daylight out, isn't it? Okay, this is a new spot. This is on the water.
Bye-bye. Cease any and all manner of perambulation.
Interesting. Wow. This reminds me of Starfield. The planet that's all water, which is where the shopping district is. Which I always thought was pretty cool. What's here? Steel? Nope. It's not steel. Okay, that's good. Okay, so there's something screaming out in the water. That's not good. Fan mail. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Oh, there's a rock out there. Yeah, that planet Starfield has no land. It's just all water, which I thought was a pretty cool idea. Alright, where we gotta go? in here? We have a map? Yeah, we gotta go up there. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay.
Don't know who you all are, but unexpected guests are categorically unwelcome here. How'd you even find this place? Maybe I should just shoot you and glean details from your logs.
Ah, exemplar, if I may. Surely you recognize such a notable member of our cohort, Marisol Delgado. The end point?
I can't recall if I ended whoever came up with that name. Surely hope so.
You were head causality intercessor of the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection, right up till the end, correct?
More or less.
Well, what a fortuitous alignment of low probability events this is. Our efforts here are based on your former department. You should confer with Anchoress Brunn straight away.
Grand idea. We'll go speak with her directly. Maybe if you call off your guard dog first.
Apologies. One can never be too careful while launching important undertakings. We actually sought to find you and others of your program, Intercessor Delgado. A serendipitous event, you arriving. Nonetheless, I'd ask you to follow certain precautions. Will you heed all requests and vouchsafe for your colleagues here? Them being unknown to us and all.
We'll mind our manners, Exemplar. I'll see to it.
Then, you may all proceed. You'll find Wilhelmina up the lift, 4th floor.
Welcome to Point Obviation.
This is a cool lift. Goes on an angle.
Anchoress Brunn is continuing Anais' research from Winter's Grass. I'm sure of it. Best play along for now, until we can ascertain the best course
It's
of
pretty
action.
cool.
Things well guarded. Let's not make any sense of calls. Unless, you know, we want to fight.
Or bubbleheads. So, I'm guessing we shouldn't have a battle here.
Everyone, it's the end point. Come to join us, I take it.
I do have a unique interest in what you all are doing here.
I guess I'm going the right way. Oh, we gotta take an elevator up. Okay.
A long-time vocal exponent of your work, Intercessor Delgado. I hope you don't mind me saying. Go on up. You're expected.
4th floor. So there's 2 other floors here too that we can't reach yet.
Doubt the Anchoress will walk
Oops.
away from the research lightly. May require some aggressive convincing.
I saw some red marks on the floors in between. Where are we going? Vending machine? No, let's not. Let's see what's in here. Logs? Trials and tribulations? Board of research, blah blah blah. Here's my department of preemptive causal organization. Blah blah blah. Instead of a celebration of our efforts, we face constant tribulation. Blah blah blah. Cosmos in a battle. Alpha is where the mathematical magic happens. Site of the oldest research. And yet we are shuttered. Da, da, da. A fresh restart. After more than 20 years of inactivity, Test Chamber Alpha is refurbished and ready for the recommencement of our daring experiments. A shortcut to solving the universal equation is within reach. The universal equation, huh? Okay, nothing important there. Where are we going? I guess up here?
Oh, who's this? Oh, yes, I remember you. We met earlier at the site of my former seclusion. I've heard much of your exploits since. If I recall correctly, you helped me prove my argument that pacifism always presents the best options.
Yeah, I think so.
I admit I have modified that opinion slightly since then. I understand your actions led to Seer Wiley's unfortunate demise. Such a bright boy, such promise. And as for you, I've been informed that you're Marisol Delgado. I've read your file. An impressive body of work, though often quite mortiferously inclined.
Less so
Mortiferously.
over time. There were too many pesky repercussions, I came to find.
Yes, well, to what do we owe the pleasure? Are you familiar with our goals? Come to join up, perhaps, or should I say re-enlist?
Realists, we're talking about restarting Marisol's department. We come here after finding Anchorite's Chow's body, and your manifesto posted nearby.
It was more of a disputation as a scholarly objection than a manifesto per se, but why quibble? Anchoress Chow is very much against it. Her accident was quite
Ooh,
tragic. You
accident, huh?
saw the disputation, though. Tell me, what did you think? You read it, yes?
Bit over my head. I was more concerned about the body of your colleague.
A truly unfortunate accident. I had posted my disputation and stated my intention to leave. We argued heatedly. Objects were thrown. She stumbled and fell badly. We try to honor her loss. Such tragedy only underlines the importance of our endeavors here. Each day the equation remains unsolved. Countless more tragedies occur. We must succeed at the soonest possible haste.
What are you trying to do?
Surely you're aware of the myriad errors of our current presiding bishop and previous regime. One of whom shut down the division that operated here, the other squandered it. Our sect aims to end human suffering, sooner than later. We've taken great inspiration from your former department, from their methods and their science. To solve the universal equation in our lifetime requires bold action, clever calculation, and assiduous work.
How did you end up here from the monastery? Exemplar Southworth was involved, yes?
Yes, we have Grace, that is Exemplar Southworth, to thank for that. Her visits to the Anchorhold were quite thought-provoking, as was the research she showed me from Sia Bujold. Bujold's thinking was unconventional, ahead of her time. Why, in fact, she's here with us now today, overseeing an experiment that proves her researcher's theories.
Really? Sir Bujold is here, at present, in this facility? The one we're presently standing in?
How unexpected. She is always a surprise.
Yes, we're so very pleased to have her. If you thought her work before was captivating, wait until you hear the experiment she's overseeing now. The intent is to represent the building blocks of the universe within a test chamber, then extrapolate data revealing the universal equation from the micro-universe that forms.
Sounds like it could change everything, one might say.
Why, you should go see for yourself. As former colleagues, I'm sure you'd like to reacquaint. Go on. I'll call down to let her know you're coming. Yes, she's monitoring the experiment. I'll have elevator access unlocked so you can join her. Do please stay in the observation area, though. The work is quite delicate. We'll speak further after you check over Sia Bujold's work and the experiment concludes. Oh, so exciting.
Go to what floor? I guess we'll find out here. Right here, it looks like. Oh, you guys almost made it. Oh, you did make it.
How much longer do you predict preparations will take?
Almost ready. Perfect timing for my former colleague to peer review my...
Test chamber controls. I don't think we want to mess with this. Purge oxygen. Let's not mess with this. Logs. Big picture. Blah 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 blah. Calculator risks. Blah 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 blah. Back to work. Marches on after more than 20 years. Blah 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 blah. Return to route.
Head Intercessor Delgado. What an opportune time for you to appear. At the perfect moment to assist our experiment.
Aeneas?
In the endless void, are you? Shh. Comms off, but others are near. I need your aid before this ridiculous affair careens into disaster. Can I rely on you this time? Or will you already intend on scurrying away again?
What are you even doing here?
I came to derail this line of inquiry in such a discommodious way that no one would ever consider trying it again. For all the aforementioned reasons of it likely causing, or at least queuing up and leading to, the end of all things. You chose to leave me behind, again. So when they came calling, I thought it an opportunity to sort it all myself. Yet, admittedly, at this moment, I could use your assistance.
This shouldn't be your burden. It's on me.
You don't get to decide that, or adjudicate, or coolly comment in a steely growl. Not falling for that a 10th time. Help or stay out of my way.
Remind me again what's at stake? Of course we'll help
The
unconditionally.
test involves 4 stations. Each represents one of the fundamental building blocks of the universe. Zeranium gas, macro-ivs, nucleons, N-rays. All the usual stuff. That test chamber is where all are meant to mix. To simulate a mini-universe I can apply my theories to, pull data from, and deduce the universal equation in a reduced time frame. We know what happens if that's successful. So I need you to muck with each station's settings, then initiate the experiment.
What exactly does muck entail?
All you need to do is adjust each station's settings slightly. Things will cascade from there. Remember, subtlety is required.
Yes, if we alter the experiment input data in a less than delicate fashion, Brun will notice, I assure you.
The guards on the 2nd floor won't appreciate visitors, so avoid getting spotted. Here's a maintenance key. Head down the vent.
Consider the experiment mucked with.
It's only the fate of the galaxy, right?
Okay, so I have to do this stealthily. We're not good at stealth. Where do I gotta go? How do I gotta get there? Is there a vent here? I'm not quite... Oh, here maybe? Not quite sure. Do we take the 2nd floor down? I don't see a vent here anywhere. Alright, what's the follow-up here? What's it say? Subtly modify the experiment settings. See, ask you to adjust the delicate settings of experiment at the 4 stations. This should keep... Okay, I don't know. Guess we're going down to the 3rd floor. Let's see. No, we're not. How do we get... Oh, here we go. Whoa. I don't know how to do it. I mean, I haven't done stealth in this game except from the very beginning was the last time I did stealth. I could put my bucket hat on.
That is the sound of science going exceptionally well.
Each room has an experiment we have to muck with, huh? So are the... that don't look good over there. And how do we get back up here? This looks troublesome to me. So, how do I get back up here once I muck with that? As they say. What is my stealth? I don't have a good stealth character. My stealth is 5. Well, let's try my helmet. My bucket. Where is it? I don't like this because I can't see. And there is one in here Alright, let's just try this. Toggle the uranium flow. That's all I had to do. He says just subtly, so we're not going to do a whole lot, just a little bit, right? Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so I can't go back. Can I get back up there? I don't think I can. Yeah, I don't think I can get up there. Where's the... This is hard to see in these things, but let's see. Yeah, I don't think I can get in that from here. Oh, I can. Okay. Alright. Let's take the helmet off while we're in here. Unequip.
Lo and behold, a foe.
A what? So every area does not have a... This one does here. Okay, that's this one. Where do I want to go? Enray. Rewire the panel to oscillate its energy output. This panel connects to the microwave. Do not attempt to rewire the system and alter the wattage of the device. I promise we will find ways to put your engineer skills to use in future experiments. It says do not rewire it. Okay. Well, novice and for Femfrey, it is almost impossible to create the specific electrochemical reaction necessary to stimulate the wide array of elements needed to populate the micro universe in an exclusively well-calibrated amalgamation of metallurgic elements has been placed perfectly inside the microwave in preparation for the experiment. Just leave it alone, please. I need a weird looking rock. Okay, I'm gonna rewire this. Screw it.
Something wrong back there? Hello?
Can I get back up there? Probably not. I don't know. This is weird. I can't get back up there, I don't think. Maybe I can go in this way. Okay. Can't see where I'm at. This way. Okay, so I got two, I guess. Alright, so we got this one already, right? Do we do this one yet? I did that one. We did this one. So we gotta go across to the other side and do those over there. I guess. Over here. What's this? Disable power. That's probably not a good thing. Okay. Let's I'm gonna piece this together because we're running out of time. So hang on. Another long video coming. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Put my bucket on my head. Can't do that.
I'm no tenured archivist, but that sounds dangerously unstable. Oh well.
Where is the opening? Where's the opening at? I can't see it. Oh, there it is, right above me. Alright, one more over here. And raise. Am I in the right spot? It's saying I didn't do this one yet. What? Did I go? Where am I at? First save here. Something's weird. Locked in note. Once locked, N-ray settings will no longer be modifiable. Read the instructions for doing so. I don't want to disable power. Says I need to go over to that side. Where's the opening here? Something's weird. Well, I thought I did this one over here. Hold on. What's this one over here? That's the N-ray. What's this one over here? So the N-ray is behind me. Let's go this way. Right? I can go this way. Then not that way. I've already been in here. This one doesn't look like I've been in here. Is it keeping tabs on which ones I've done? Let's see, hold on. You modified the Ultravita. You modified the microwaves. Okay, so I still have 2 more to do. Huh. I have to do the one behind me. It says I have to do this one, but I did do this one, did I not? I did that one. It says I did this one. Yeah, we rewired that, or we did something. We wired something over there. So it says I still have to do something over here. I don't know, I'm at a loss. I thought I did that one. We have to do something over here. Okay, let's see what we got to do here. I don't know. I thought I did this one already. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I repeatedly stated it is an ordinarily tricky matter to set all components of this test in the correct manner to simulate a functional microwave universe. Even the slightest error could undermine our vitally important efforts here. For the seemingly infinite time, a maximum 7 Zeranium flow is absolutely required for the highest probability of experiment success. If the flow is less than 500 gallons per minute, test results will be entirely skewed, which is what we're trying to do. And how do I know what's flowing? Lock the final settings. Flow quantities have been carefully evaluated. We're gonna lock it. Oh, I had it. Gotta wait for this guy to go by. And he's kind of standing there now, isn't he? Ah, go away, dude. Let's see if it's got it marked. Okay, we've got it marked. Okay, we need one more then. All right, we gotta wait for this guy to go away. Go away. Yeah, this is tough. I did this once already. Can I just back up to the right here? Oh, come on. Let's do a save here. All right. There's got to be a way to get in there. I did it once. There we go. All right, so now we got to get to the next one. Take my helmet off so I can see what the hell I'm doing. All right, we got to go this way. Not this one. This one? Okay, the N-ray one we got to do. Yeah, this one we got to do. Right? We don't have the N-ray. Right. They coming back again? Sounds like it. Did he stop right there? Looks like he's right there according to the mini-map, but I don't see him in the blinds. Alright, so I don't know what I got to do in here. Got to do something here, I guess. I don't want to disable the power. Let's read what this says. Okay, notice. Novice. As one hopes, you should recall N-rays act as a capable proxy for the cosmic rays that constantly bathe all the matter in our universe. For our present experiment, N-rays must be fired continuously through the tubes leading to the test chamber in order to provide desired results. Fail-safe measures that maintain the stream are accessible in the ventilation shafts. Theoretically, the failure of a single fail-safe could be acceptable, but this has been untested thus far and could cause the stream to vacillate in a wild and or uneven manner. Please note that if it's necessary to temporarily interrupt the stream, use the fail-safe switch in the room, not the one in the ventilation shaft, because if something goes wrong, it's more difficult to detect if that one in the vent has been thrown. That's the one we want to throw. We want to do that one. How do I get up there again? Where's the vent? It's over here, isn't it? Okay, we want to throw this one. Then we got to get out of here. good? Nope. We're still not good. Didn't work. What else do I have to do in here? Okay, well, that didn't work. That didn't work. Should I just turn them both off? We're going to find out.
Path to ascendancy is non-linear.
Still don't have it.
It says in a good textbook.
Maybe. Do this. And then do this. Lock the N-ray. Okay, we gotta lock them. Okay. We're good? We gotta go back. Follow up with Seer now. How do we get back to where we were? This way? Alright, I don't know how we gotta... We fell down a hole to get in here. Here? Yeah. Right here.
If you're done, evaluating my...
Let's put my hat back on. Which one was it? It was... This one? I don't think it was. It was this one. 160 energy recharge rate? No, it's up this one. Up here, maybe. Toxicity drain. And we gotta put the simplifier on.
My work and all settings are final. Enter the terminal command to void the oxygen from the test chamber. Void the oxygen on the terminal and the experiment.
Where's my team at?
Did it work? Did it work? See, was it a success? What happened?
Hold the applause just yet. I need to run the numbers. I'm sending the others back up to you. They can describe the proceedings in detail.
Oh, great.
I shall await their arrival. Anchor's Brun out. That is how these messages end, yes? If not, farewell.
The results of the experiment will be a career-ending embarrassment for Anchoress Brun. But she won't accept this lightly. We'll need to do more.
Of course we will.
Yes, our next steps here will be crucial. I know this type of mission well. Granted, my targets were always meticulously well researched beforehand.
You'll need to convince her, destroy her logic, end this research for good.
How the fuck are we supposed to
All
do
it
that?
requires is a forceful array of incisive argumentation, logical reasoning, coercive persuasion, and cognitive contortioning.
You
What?
mean one of our old brain-off maneuvers? Really? That's what the rank and file in our old department used to call it. Provost Bolding considered it a casual moniker unbefitting of an order scientician.
Make Brun give up on science, logic, and reason entirely. Then no one will ever dare continue the research again. Between you and Marisol, it should be a light challenge. Easy.
None of this sounds particularly easy.
A brain-off against an order anchorite isn't entirely without risk. We could employ certain other methods to deal with her. From our former department's playbook.
Oh, yes, a book you wrote titled Making an Execution Look Like an Accident. Despite the moral quandary ideally involved, unseen consequences still abound.
That's hyperbolic at best. Data suggests significantly fewer unpredicted outcomes than outright murder, if properly executed. And I'm quite capable of skewing results in our favor.
And here I thought you'd begun to change.
Seems like you have a clearer preference here, Marisol. I'd like to hear our other teammates' opinion about this. No, she's gonna want to whack her.
Success isn't guaranteed. A fair degree of cleverness is required. But you would have the help of someone reasonably intellectually nimble.
I don't think I can do it.
Willing and on hand to assist. And the other option would remain if we botch it.
Marisol knows what she's doing. I vote for murder. I don't like watching her work.
I knew she was gonna say that. We should try to undermine her confidence. If we fail, accidental death is our fallback. I say we kill Anchoress, but I can make it look like an accident. Doubt I'll change my mind. We try to leave her alive.
Thank you for listening. That's a relief.
Honestly, I'm relieved as well. I have been trying to be different. From the person others believe me to be.
From the legend? If you're retiring as the endpoint, we'll need to find you a colorful new sobriquet.
Enough chit-chat. This is my first brain off. Any advice?
Typical argumentation may prove useless, and she'll likely see through most attempts at deception. Be clever, unpredictable, surprise her. But in the event you should fail, you'll need a viable backup plan, or it will erase any chance of success completely. The Anchoress is housed in a test chamber similar to this one. It's been refurbished with some rather tacky furniture, but much of the old experimental apparatus remains. There is a hatch near the elevator upstairs. An external ledge leads to a vent system that can connect the two chambers. Doing so will expose the Anchoress to a lethal atmosphere. I'll need to make an announcement afterward that an accident has occurred tied into the experiment.
For an extemporaneous plan, it's not a bad one. What if the Anchoress realizes what we're doing and calls for help?
I'll cut off her comms when she begins pleading. Oh, that sounds even more heartless when I say it out loud. Please choose wisely.
Right.
Here's the hatch key in case you need it. May all your endeavors elicit expected results. And Marisol, do keep out of trouble.
This is gonna go badly. We'll see. Anchoress Brawn. That's where we want to go, right? Yes. You'd think she would just come down here and explain it to her. So where's the hatch she was talking about? By the elevator, she said. I don't know. I don't see any hatch. Here? Nope. I don't... She said there was a hatch by an elevator. Is it in the journal here? To discredit the research forever is to undermine Angress's faith in her science behind it. Marisol sex carefully killing her and making it look like an answer. Both options require finesse, as a continued research may end the galaxy. Wait a minute, where are we at here? Here, this down here. I don't know where the hatch is at. She says we could get into. Alright, let's just go try our wit, which I know ain't gonna work well. Where's the hatch at? I don't... Is it on the floor where she's at? Let's go this way. Let's find out. Let's go back. This way. Wait, here it is. Okay, we got that. Alright. I find it. Okay. Here we go.
There you are. You saw the experiment through to the end, yes? The data hasn't arrived yet, so please do tell. Was it as beautiful as I imagined? Any inklings to the result? Or perhaps I oughtn't to have recloistered myself till after the experiment concluded, Well, don't just stand there. Tell me everything.
See, it was very thorough, but there were some issues. I hate to break it to you, but the experiment failed spectacularly. I don't think the universe was supposed to be that color. It looked hung over. Let's do this one here.
Some issues? You seem like softening the blow. Was there a malfunction? Was there some error in the calculations? Wait.
Here we go.
Let's start from the beginning. Step me through your understanding of what's gone awry.
The experiment was deeply flawed on a conceptual level. The staff you've assembled lacked the necessary skills to pull off such a test. The experiment you're using is hopelessly out of date. Could do this one. We want to make her. Let's try this one.
In what way?
Spawning a faux mini-universe to solve the universe equation doesn't make a lot of sense. Since when did order scientists believe in cutting corners? I thought you were meticulous. Altering levels of Zeranium N rays seems like unnecessary hooey. Huh. This one?
These are all fundamental building blocks of the universe. Together, they form the primordial soup our galaxy was formed from. This is widely recognized in scientific circles. This was just a start. Such models typically make an enormous amount of errors at first. All quite expected. An anticipated setback, nothing more. It simply needs to be revised and refined. You certainly seem to be making a lot out of this, though, one must say.
Anchor's chopped double your plans. Her financial words claimed you've been swayed by flattery. It suffers from an incorrect execution strategy and the statistical analysis are wrong. Okay.
Now, I'm starting to believe you're just needlessly fretting. Is this nerves? I'm sorry, I don't mean to be dismissive. Look, there may be some validity to some of your points, yes. But we'll improve. We will continue to stride forward. There's absolutely no need for all this doom and gloom.
Are you sure? Because our predictions imply both are inevitable if you pursue this.
Oh, is one of you a seer now? Because I put considerable more stock in the prognostications of the Order's prime mathematicians than I do any old run-of-the-mill soothsayer. Now, is that all? Because I think I've had enough of all this. Everything we've done here is built off Seer Bujold's research, which is quite brilliant.
The seer came to sabotage the test because she thinks you're going to kill everyone killed. You think it's brilliant because you fail to grasp all of its intrinsic errors. The experiment failed terribly. Your career is over. It's time to retire.
Really? Will I become a laughingstock among my peers? Have the whispered jeers begun already? No. No. Calm down. Breathe. You've faced setbacks before. Ah, the experiment data just arrived in my terminal. Allow me to eyeball it a moment. Perhaps there's something here to help prove or disprove any of what you've been saying. There was some variance to the input data. Not far beyond acceptable parameters, but curious. Could explain the failure.
Still sounds within the margin of error. I maintain that the underlying science is off. You're grasping the foundation of everything you've been doing here is unsound. Still sounds within the margin of error. I maintain that the underlying science is off.
Oh, come. One bad test wouldn't mean the science is completely flawed. I fear this was a waste of valuable time.
If I may, I have a point I'd like to add.
By all
There's
means.
a critical flaw in Sir Bujold's approach I think best illustrated by this English phrase. Time flies like an arrow. Fruit flies like a banana. I much appreciate this jest. Very simple, yet clever. Because in English, the word like can mean similar to or I prefer. And flies can be to soar, or plural of the insect. Through this perspective, it functions, makes sense, is humorous even. But in another language where words' meanings differ slightly,
I don't know what she's talking about.
the framework we interpret the statement from changes, thus rendering it uninterpretable. False. Bujold's method of shortcutting the universal equation is much the same.
It lacks context. When you extrapolate the data from the mini-universe to the larger one, the information itself may scale correctly, but fail to interrelate. This has been a difficult conversation. Challenging, disputatious, at times compelling. Yet I remain unswayed.
We tried. Our fallback plan's our only option now. Head for the hatch.
What was that? You're starting to worry me. What do you intend to do?
Where's the hatch? Oh, it's over here. Oh, sorry, this is a long video. Oh, what's this? Really? Really? Don't fall off. Is that all I need to do? I can't.
Fellow scholars of the Order, a tragic accident has occurred. During our recent experiment in test chamber beta, we failed to recognize that ventilation systems had been left connected to test chamber alpha. As you know, it had been recently refurbished as an enclosure for Anchor's
Where's the... Here?
She gave her life for science. Well, it's true that
Can
we
I close
did
this?
research deeply, yes, but she gave her life for the pursuit of science.
Where's the team? They didn't...
Experiment was a colossal failure. I, as senior scientist remaining, have determined we must abandon this inquiry and shut down the program immediately. Oh, such a terrible shame. Farewell.
What do we do now? That's it? We're done? Just like that? Okay. I don't know. I don't know. Or do we want to go up here? We want to go see her, I guess, right? No, that's where we are. Do we go here? I don't know. She's gone. Okay. Maybe she's gonna meet us down at the bottom. Didn't say anything about meeting her, but it's gonna be a long video. Sorry. Too much talking.
I understand now why they say never meet your heroes, Intercessor Delgado. You've truly been an enormous disappointment.
Don't tell me we gotta fight these
The
people.
experiment fails and Anchor's Brunn falls prey to an unfortunate accident right after you and your consort arrive. And we are all to believe these events are unrelated?
That's circumstantial and more than a mite bit paranoid. I expect better from an Order scientician. Even one from the Department of Applied Scientism.
Don't think I don't see your handprints all over this, Delgado.
This is your first workplace accident. You feel guilty about it. I thought you believed in Sierra Bugeaud. Didn't you hear her announcement? Think long and hard before accusing a former preemptive casual redirection intercessor.
It's her association with that department that has me suspicious here. Suppose you'll claim this was all just coincidence. A misaligned series of mishaps that simply appear to be your fault.
We discovered a great deal of falsified data in the underlying research.
Fascinating. You know, I reviewed that work myself, right? I'm well versed in manipulative prevarication from feckless mutineers. Try again. Or try facing a gauntlet of well-trained exemplars. I could always choose for you.
Oh yeah? You've put an outsized amount of faith in Susan's science. She's a fraud. You're angry and scared and feel the need to lash out. But we're not your enemies here.
No, I expect not. I suppose I just needed you to be. I wanted so much to do something here. Something relevant. Meaningful. Now it's all gone. I don't know what to believe anymore.
Okay, that was pretty good.
Get out of here. Before I change my mind.
You don't want us.
Fellow exemplars of the Order, stand down.
I was gonna say, you don't want to take us on. I'm sure you don't, girl. You're the first one that would go down. Where are we at here? How do we get out of here?
I'm just disappointed I didn't get to watch Anchoress Brunn's face as she suffocated.
The Anchoress had to be stopped. The rest, I just try
She's
not
dead,
to think
isn't she?
about.
Law help us.
Where are we? I thought we had like an elevator to go down or something. Where is it? Over there? I don't know. Kind of lost again. I could fast travel, I guess, but I want to see if what's her name's out here somewhere. Where are we going? Where's our ship at? What am I missing? Is this it? This must be what we want here. Yeah, there's the ship. Okay. That her standing in the middle out there? Must be. She's got to give me Marisol's little upgrade package.
Oh, look who it is. The legendary former head intercessor of the Order. Another mission successfully completed. Made it through all that without a scratch, hmm? Glad to see. Say, I know this was difficult and rather a mess, but you listened. You tried to do right before you did what you must. I appreciate it, the attempt. No matter how that may sound.
The credit or blame belongs to the commander here. It was their decision, ultimately.
You
forget
think?
I
Was
know
it?
you. You always thought you knew better. No one could ever convince you of anything. Before, that is. Good to see. Maybe you are facing yourself.
There are a few things I'm still not used to saying. I was wrong. I'm sorry. Please. And thank you. But thank you, Anais.
At any rate, I'm off. You all take care now. Marisol, don't be too enigmatic or anything. Try. Before I forget. Meant to give you this earlier.
Ah, here's her package. Her upgrade package.
Thank you, Anais. Goodbye. Oh, Brunn obviously murdered her. Thought you knew that. Perhaps it was an accident. Perhaps she simply wanted to knock Chow unconscious so she could sneak away. Or not. Indefinite immurement isn't for everyone. Even the finest minds may crack under the strain. But her canned feigned concern about Chow, how she kept changing the subject, both belied an underlying sense of guilt to me. Oh, not really. Not yet, at any rate. Everything's a bit raw right now. But suppose I will be. Thank you, dear.
Well, I'm here for you, Marisol. You know, in case you need me to help sow some violence to help you feel better.
Alright, well, I mean, this video's already too long. Let's just go up there and do her upgrades. Alright, let's, there she is right there. She's gonna want to talk already?
Commander.
Not yet.
It's customary to evaluate results after a mission of reasonable significance.
Alright. Let's see. Isomorphic charger. Marisol's pistol now charges her companion ability. When it deals damage, it also deals more damage. Pistol now extends the duration of hostile effects on her target. Let's do this one. Marisol gains a shield whenever you spend gadget energy. Also slightly increases the effectiveness of her armor. Gains charge for her companion ability whenever she takes damage. Also slightly increases the effectiveness of her armor. Charge might be good. Okay.
Would now be good?
Wait a minute. What was this? New crafting recipe available. What is it? Air-cooled machine gun? Blast-proof defenses? Where did I get all this stuff from? Bypass shrunk? That's not new. Inhaler charge? That's not new. A ton of stuff. I don't know why they say this is new unless it's an upgraded version of it or something. I don't know. Yeah, where are you? We can get this over with. Like I said, we're running pretty long here already. Let's just finish it up.
Time to cogitate over what occurred at Point Obviation. Some parts don't sit right with me still. Wonder if you and I might talk it through.
You stuck thinking about what happened to Braun?
A bit, yes. With the work I used to do, I'm no stranger to guilt and regret. Midway into my requisite sleep cycle is when it usually plagues me the most. We could have done better by Anchoress Brunn. If we'd properly convinced her to abandon the research, I'd doubtlessly still lament duping her, but she'd be alive. And yet,
we tried.
such actions were par for the course for me in the past. When my remorse for Brunn rears its head, it will need to get in line. Southworth was complicit, yes. Though she's alive, I believe we've squashed her reviving my old department. Struck me as little more than a functionary with a gun, truth be told.
At least we won't have to worry about the universe ending now for that reason. That is.
I hope so, at least. According to Anais, we could have reduced the likelihood of that occurring by completing the brain off. It's not anywhere near zero, but it's unlikely.
Well, now that same time has passed, how are you feeling about how you left things with Anais? Is that how you pronounce that?
She seemed pleased that we at least attempted to address her concerns, so I've changed, apparently. Thanks to you.
Yes, you do seem different. You've been beaming since we left Point Oblivion. The credit's all yours.
No, no. There's plenty of credit and blame to go around. It's been a while since anyone gave me a good talking to like Anais did. And I'll admit your influence has been rather positive. I'm pleased with the path I'm on now.
Okay, awesome.
I didn't think this is what the plan had in store for me. I've been facing myself with the same zeal I face my enemies. With tidier results. Appreciate you taking the time to talk it over, Commander.
Okay. Alright. That's a long one. Let's just call it here and then we'll do a recap in the next video. So, if you're watching, thanks for watching. See ya.